We're going to start with questions with Senator Moody.
Thank you, Chairman Scott. Ranking Member Gillibrand, you have done such a great job of holding these hearings and making them relevant to the issues that seniors are facing today, and I commend you for that. I don't know that the Aging Committee has ever been this active, and I think it's fabulous. Coming from the Silver State, the great free state of Florida, Senator Scott and I are grateful, and we're getting a lot out of these hearings. Thank you to our amazing witnesses here today. I will note that 2 of them are Floridians, one more recent than the other, but certainly 2 are Floridians. And I wanted to start talking about a stat that workers ages 55 or older have been the fastest growing age group in the labor force for more than 2 decades, making up 24% of the U.S. workforce in 2022. And they're going to continue to be a vibrant part of our workforce. I don't think this is changing anytime soon, as we heard from one of our witnesses who provided some great stats. Some never left the workforce. I think we heard testimony of a specific case where they went straight from retiring from a defense contractor into owning a tropical smoothie. They never leave. There's never a break. And others are trying to re-enter the workforce. Some will face barriers to that re-entry. We're hearing from institutions like Santa Fe Community College or State College to talk about how they're assisting in filling those learning gaps or helping retrain or reskill people to enter back into the workforce and offer training for older adults. And while older adults can obtain the necessary skills to succeed in the workforce, they can find employment, expand their businesses, and build a community while supporting themselves. And one of the things, Mr. Broadie, I think that's so great about what you've done since you took over at Santa Fe is you were very focused not on the traditional array of available degrees like associate's degrees, bachelor degrees, but you were focused also on reskilling and upskilling opportunities. And I think that you stated that you have been working with older Floridians to receive credentialing and even other skills to enter back into the workforce. What do you, just quickly, what is the primary motivating factor of those that are seeking to do that at Santa Fe in their senior years?
The majority of them is a second career, and it's primarily focused on income, sustaining themselves financially. Many of we launched a CDL program. 46% of the participants were age 50 and older. And it was short term, so they don't want to necessarily spend 2 years getting an associate's degree. They want to do something short term that provides a financial stability for themselves.
And I noticed that I don't know that you talked about this in your testimony, but in your biography, you talked about offering scholarships for short-term credentialing. Are those also available for older Floridians?
Yes, the ACB program that I spoke about is open to all individuals that are unemployed and underemployed, but that is fully funded by philanthropic dollars, and the majority of participants in there are older adults.
And I want to commend you for thinking outside the traditional educational opportunities at our state colleges and community colleges, even our universities. I think for so long we have thought about college meaning one thing and trade school or skills development meaning something else. But in reality, both are trying to skill people to enter into a workforce. And if we're entering into a time period, and I believe it's been banged into people's heads for so long that they should go to college to be successful, and we've got to unwind what that means. Success is actually getting a skill to be able to provide for your family and having purpose in your life. I love the colleges and institutions that are saying, okay, what are our workforce demands right now in our area or in our state? What are our companies and our businesses saying? We need this to thrive. We need this type of workforce, this skilled workforce. And I'm loving that colleges are thinking about, okay, if they need these skills, and if maybe these have been credentialed and maybe different type of certificate program or other type of program in the past, how can we blend that together with a college degree and earn credits towards an AA. Maybe they could start working right away and continue on and get a degree later if they want, but it goes towards that. Do you find that that's attractive not just to seniors, but also younger folks that maybe really have that pull to go to a college or a community college or even a university, but yet want to start working and want to get a trade and maybe do both at the same time?
That is very attractive, and one of the things that we strategically do is we work very closely, you mentioned it, with business and industry, and we develop programs that are matched to the needs of business and industry, and then we create these stackable opportunities where you can get a jump start, you can get out into the workforce, and then you can come back to us and finish your degree.
Do it while you're in the
you're
workforce.
working.
While
Yes.
you're in the workforce, right?
Yes.
I want to commend you for that. I noticed with your background and your initiative since you took over, of course you're thinking outside the box in the great free state of Florida. That's what we do. That's why we're the #1 college and university system in the nation. But I really do think we have to start thinking about that for all of our colleges and universities. If kids are drawn, and seniors, really any stage of life, are drawn to an educational institution but want to get a valuable trade and skill to work, how can we start blending those? And I really commend you for taking that step and making that available in the great city of Gainesville, Florida. Thank you.